Disturbing new video appears to support some of the accusations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
We want to warn you that
Hello, my name is Zach Maluma and I am talking to myself. You know, in my next lifetime, I think I'll be a lawyer because I love to ask questions. And I like to ask burning questions. And I don't like going around, beating by the bush. I go straight to the roots. I remember I had an encounter with one of my white colleagues. And I don't know what I was asking her about, but it had to do with biasness and mistreatment, based on skin color and all that delicious stuff. And when I say white to her face, she froze. It was like as if she doesn't know that she's white, and she has been white for so long and living the privileged life of being white that she forgot. And I told her that, the things that you get away with, I wouldn't even think of. But I'll ask you why you think that is the case. Anyway, my actual topic, I think it's mostly racism and anything related to racism. But because it's really for me, it's a heavy subject. I like to bring some lightness sometimes into it. Hence, I want to talk about the Diddy trial. It's in the paper, it's in the news, it's everywhere. So there is no cuckoo-ness here. What are we learning about the Diddy trial? What are we learning about human nature with this Diddy trial? Because what I am learning is the way people behave when they feel like they're invisible. And when they see themselves as powerful enough mm, 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 yeah, powerful enough that anything, they can make anything actually disappear. They are so powerful that everyone can choose to look the other way with whatever they do. They did try. The abuse of power, which is one of the subjects that I also have inclination. Is inclination the right word? I'm more interested in delving into it. The need to abuse your power as a person who has that ability to be of service to people of lesser power. I hope I put it better. With this Diddy trial, you learn a lot about silencing, of which I always like to bring to the table the power of silencing. You learn a lot how people choose to look the other way in order to save their jobs, fear of retaliation. I mean, P. Diddy made people lose their jobs if they go against him in that entertainment world. There in that Hollywood. I'm saying Hollywood, not weird. Hollywood because weird things happen there. And their lives, the fear of their lives being in danger. Recently, there was a rapper guy, Kid Cudi. Yes, I think his name is Kid Cudi, who had a little bit of a thing with Diddy's girl. At that time, it was Casey, the one who brought everything to light. That's going on to be at the moment. Well, other things I think they are part of the puzzle of a bigger thing that we don't understand. But she did keep the lead. People really looked away when that little girl was being abused, being beaten. And thank God we have a video that we have seen of him beating her, kicking her, pulling her all over the floor in a public passage of a hotel. Now you know somebody has lost their ability to be aware of their surroundings when they don't care anymore. They just do things publicly. Should I bring my harassment into that situation? I had a situation where some people were coming to my house to harass my family. But okay, let me leave that. Back to the Diddy story. It is really painful and sad to see what people do to others when they believe or they feel that they have means and they have connections to make things be on their favor at all times. And in this whole abuse of this girl, I can be aware of the benefits and all those things, but this woman at the moment got into the hands of Puff Daddy when she was still 18, 19. Mm. Mm. The abuse of power. And the abuse of power is weird because the person who abuses their power, almost everyone around them gravitate to their side. When I'm dealing with the abuse of power situation at the moment, of which I am hoping is going to end up in court, and I must say, the one who abuses her power, in my case, has got everyone on their side. Abuse of power. They threaten people with their jobs, losing their money, losing the means of making a living. They, ah, mm, 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 mm. But I'm glad we are learning here about abuse of power, which it is something that has always been going on, but people just don't like to call it what it is. Somebody has a certain power over someone, and then they use that not to uplift that other one with less power, but to crush them with all that power they have. That's the Diddy trial for me. We have to learn with everything we spend our time on. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say about the Diddy trial. Now, if there was no that tape of that elevator or whatever you call corridor situation, most people will still not believe when this girl says that she was being abused in that relationship. That's how people think the truth. people have this, I do not know what to call it because I'm not English, isn't my first language really, but I know what I want to say. People always leave the one who's being abused to dry. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say about that. Okay, thank you.